Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. The double honors to the elder apostles, the bishops, and the elders of GMS who rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect. My name is Aina. The title of this video is Isaiah 47, Shame. And ultimately, in recent news, the Epstein list, continues to be, brought to the forefront, and shame is being put on these devils' glory, right? And they're being exposed to the top level, hitting even the Rothschilds, right? So we know that we are the end, right? These are the effects and signs of the ends, right? But that shame and that shame is on these devils' glory, right? They're no longer being called the liberal, as it said in Isaiah 35, right? Let me grab that real quick. Isaiah, I believe it's 32. Isaiah 32:5, it says, the vile person shall no more be called liberal, nor the troll said to be bountiful. For the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity to practice hypocrisy, and to utter error against the Lord Yahweh Bashmawashai, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. Right? And that's exactly what's happening here in these last days. The wicked is being fully exposed to be that wicked that's doing all these things, right? Not caring for the hungry or the thirsty. The instruments also of the troll are evil. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speak right. And that goes to Psalm 55 and 20. Psalm 55 and 20, he had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He had broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smooth and butter, but war was in his heart. His words were soft and oral, yet were they drawn swords. So his devil lies. He tries to, speak peacefully, but really and truly, war is in his heart. In these last days, it's being shown that he's the wicked and he's being exposed. Habakkuk 2 and 16, thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also and let thy foreskin be uncovered, for the cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful stealing shall be unto thy glory. Right? That's exactly what's happening. Shameful stealing is on their glory. Right? They're no longer considered the safest place to be. People are no longer trying to vacation here or sightsee here in the United States of America. They're avoiding this place like the plague. All right. And that's Bible prophecy. Isaiah 47 and 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. It says, take the millstone and grind flour, take the millstone and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Right? And in these last days, we're seeing that this devil is being exposed, so much more. Second Thessalonians chapter 2 in verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And this man of sin, Esau Edom, is being revealed in a major way here in these last days, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time. And this is the time, right, when he's being revealed, because this is the end. All right, so his strengthening stage is here, And the whole world is noticing this devil. Isaiah 47:3, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man. All right. As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel, and that's Yahweh, Bashmi Shai. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. I was wroth on my people, I have polluted mine inheritance, and given them into thine hand, and thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancients hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. Right? Psalms 109 and 16, because that he remembered not to show mercy, but persecuted the poor and the needy man, that he might even slay the broken in heart. This is Esau Edom, right? The wicked. Isaiah 10, the Lord Yahweh, Bashim Shai, sent him against us. Psalm Isaiah 10 and 5, O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, and the staff in their hand is mine indignation. I will send him against an hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath will I give him charge to take the spoil and to take the prey, and to tread them down like the mire in the streets. Right? And this is what the devil did, but he showed no mercy. Right? He did more than he was supposed to do. And in these last days, he's been exposed for that. And that's why he's now trying to hide these, museums, the artifacts and things like that to cover his sins against the Lord's elect. Isaiah 47 5. It says, as for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. I was wroth on my people, I have polluted mine inheritance, and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show no mercy upon the ancient, hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. And thou saidst, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart. Now that you just remember the latter end of it. Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that saith in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, and one day the loss of children and widowhood, they shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me, thy wisdom and thy knowledge have perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Right? And these devils are going through complete problems around the whole world. As Job 18 and um, 11, Job 18:11, it says, terrors shall make him afraid on every side and shall drive him to a seat. So this devil is basically circumspect, right? He's looking around, he's trying to figure it out, he's trying to see what's happening, he's trying to kill himself. He says terrors surround the wicked and trouble them at every step, right? Everywhere they go, they have another problem to deal with. All right. Isaiah 47:12, stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Right, pursuant to Habakkuk 2 and um Slack. Oh, Slack. Isaiah 19. Slack. Isaiah 19:3 says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. So this is something that Esau Edom has done for a while, right? To seek the idols, the charmers, right, the spirits, and the wizards, right, the left hand sources to gain knowledge and wisdom. But the Most High Yahweh Bashmi Shai has confounded that knowledge and wisdom because the left hand sources comes from Yahweh Bashmi Shai. All right. And that's why the Most High Yahweh Bashmi Shai is taunting them in these last days. As you get this in the NLT, right? Let me see. Um, Israel's taunt is what they usually say here, unless I'm thinking of another scripture. But this is the taunt. This is not something to take literally, right? This is just a saying, right? There's no healing of the wound of Babylon, right? Pursuant to Nahum 3 and 19, Jeremiah 51 and 9. So we know that this isn't literal when it says Isaiah 47 and 12. But we get from Isaiah 47 and 8, it says, therefore hear now this, as thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that saith in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me, I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, and thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge that have perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit, if so be, thou mayest prevail. And like I said, in Nahum 3 and 19, it says, there is no healing of thy bruise, thy wound is grievous. All that hitherto of thee shall clap their hands over thee, for upon whom hath not thy wickedness passed continually. You got Jeremiah 51 and 9, it says, we will have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. All right, so there's no healing of Babylon the Great. She will be destroyed. Isaiah 47 and 13, thou art weary in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly procrastinators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. Behold, they shall be a stubble, the fire shall burn them, they shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander every one to his quarters, none shall save thee. Right? Ultimately, Yahweh Bashim Shai is going to destroy this place, Babylon the Great, and there's nothing that can be done. Right? And before that happens, shameful spewing is being put on their glory. They're being uncovered to be the wicked, and the whole world is realizing that. Right? So there's nothing that they can do. Like Bible prophecy must be fulfilled. Okay? So Lord willing, you edify from the lesson, Shalom, to the whole elect, which consists of men, women, and children, Shalom.